Abdul Malik. Láyé ni mo sọ, má ever bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi bí tí mo ti bọ̀ mọ́.
I don't play, give me.
Why don't we not see now? Give me cut.
You dey, who dey craze? You dey craze? Who dey mad?
Are you okay?
Guys, no.
So you do what you talk before, do you? Because you people don't get sense.
What's the meaning of this?
Ever been haunted by a secret that won't let you sleep? Or pushed to the edge by love lost and found again? Subscribe now and join us as we count down 5 electrifying Nollywood films, guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. If you crave heart-stopping twists and unforgettable characters, smash that like button and hang tight. Our journey into the darkest depths of storytelling begins now. Set in the underbelly of Lagos, Love Razz follows Ashabi, Oniyi Alex, a streetwise young woman who moves out of the ghetto to her late father's mansion. There she meets her stepbrother, Leo, Daniel Etim Efyong, a slick Lagos elite who immediately resents her. Sparks fly from the start. Leo's quick temper and Ashabi's blunt street humor create comic friction. In a dramatic act of courage, Ashabi saves Leo from a deadly accident, changing the dynamic entirely. For a moment, the hostile house turns into an unlikely alliance, as Leo thanks the unflappable outsider. However, a buried truth lurks in the shadows. Leo's suspicion about Ashabi's identity comes to a head when her carefully concealed secret is revealed. In a tense confrontation, Leo realizes that the newcomer is really part of the family, but not in the way he believed. The emotional climax hinges on this revelation. Love Razz then becomes a drama about betrayal and belonging. Leo must reconcile the sister he thought he knew with the stranger she turned out to be, while Ashabi fights to prove she belongs in a world that once rejected her. The film's themes of family and identity crash together in the final scenes, asking whether love can survive a lifetime of secrets. This segment of the movie is both dramatic and funny. Ashabi's bravado is a constant source of witty relief, but when the truth comes out, the tension is as sharp as the Lagos skyline at night. Ultimately, Love Razz is a roller coaster of raw emotion. No wonder it's become a talking point on Nollywood YouTube channels. But when secrets go deeper than family quarrels, the drama takes a darker turn. From street slang in Lagos, we journey to the whispers of a Yoruba household, where even silence carries a deadly weight. Let's step into Adantan. Adantan plunges us into a Yoruba language drama, where the past refuses to stay buried. Produced by Bimbo Adebayo and directed by Adekunle Aziz, this film weaves together mystery, fate, and karma. The tagline itself, "Faith is tested, destiny collides, and the line between revenge and emotion blurs," sets the tone. The story centers on Abibat, a formidable Bimbo Adebayo role, and a family in a quiet village. Years of pride and unspoken secrets have built a fragile peace, but a long-forgotten event shatters it all when an old enemy resurfaces. Long-held grudges and hidden truths explode into the open. Whispers echo through every scene. A chance remark by a neighbor, a midnight ceremony under the moon, a flashback to a tragic event. These are the whispers that carry the weight of 1,000 truths. Adantan's hero is caught between honoring tradition and seeking justice. The film balances intense drama with occasional levity, with a no-filter comedic character, Juju's counterpart, who provides laugh-out-loud moments even as the household burns with tension. As faith and family bonds unravel, Adantan poses a dramatic question. How far will one go to right the wrongs of the past? The climax is a high-stakes confrontation at a sacred site where cries of betrayal mix with ancestral chants. In the end, the film suggests that only by facing the truth, no matter how ugly, can destiny be fulfilled. Adantan leaves Nollywood audiences gasping. It's a riveting blend of suspense, cultural depth, and heart-stopping emotion that reminds us sometimes the ghosts of yesterday demand their day of reckoning. If Adantan shows us how the past haunts a family, Lost Days shows us how the past can break your heart. What happens when a woman survives cancer, only to face the biggest battle of her life? The child she left behind. Let's dive into Lost Days, a sensitive thriller drama, now streaming on Prime. Lost Days follows Chisom, Ifeoma Fafunwa, a resilient career woman, just declared cancer-free. With her health battle behind her, Chisom embarks on a personal quest to reunite with the man she once loved and the child she left behind. Her love from decades ago is Kolawole, Babakola, played by Bimbo Manuel, a stoic widower living in Abeokuta. Upon her return, Kolawole welcomes Chisom warmly, but both know this isn't a casual visit. Kolawole's household is strained under the weight of Chisom's reappearance. His elder son, Nankem, named after Chisom's late father, bristles at the sight of his father's former flame entering their home. He sees Chisom as an intruder who will upend the life his mother built. In contrast, the younger son, Moses, is kind and curious, sensing that Chisom's arrival is more than coincidence. The contrast is clear: resentment versus understanding, suspicion versus empathy. This tension is captured well in the synopsis. Kolawole's son isn't thrilled about her presence. Moses, Kolawole's second son, is calm, responsible. There's more to Moses than meets the eye. All this builds toward a huge reveal. Chisom and Kolawole prepare to tell Moses the truth about his birth, a secret kept for 30 years. But in a shocking twist, Chisom is kidnapped just before the moment of truth. Spoiler: the abduction drags every family member into a high-stakes mystery. Who attacked Chisom and why? Tension electrifies the final act. Clues point in different directions as Kolawole and his sons realize that the past holds dangerous secrets. When the truth finally comes out, that Moses was Chisom's long-lost son, the family is forced to confront guilt, forgiveness, and what it means to be a family. In the end, Lost Days becomes an emotional tale of love and redemption. Chisom and Kolawole must find a way to heal old wounds and rebuild their lives with the son who slipped away, proving that even the darkest past can sometimes lead to forgiveness. Lost love and regret can wound the soul. But what if the universe itself refuses to let you move on? One soldier learns that fate can be cruel, and sometimes even time becomes the enemy. Welcome to the haunting world of Landline. Landline is a mind-bending thriller about fate and time loops. The film opens with Military Sergeant Kola, a demanding role for the actor, at base camp, desperate to be with his pregnant wife back home. At night, Kola calls his wife on their old-fashioned landline phone for comfort. Each call, however, becomes a horrifying lifeline. The official synopsis summarizes the nightmare. A stranded military sergeant receives eerie calls from an old landline, each guiding him to save his pregnant wife from a relentless killer, only to watch her die again and again in a nightmarish loop. Imagine the suspense. Zainab Balogun plays Kola's wife. Late one night, she hears a knock at the door, and a masked intruder bursts in. She scrambles for help on the phone, but by the time Kola reacts, it's too late. She's killed. Then the phone rings again. Time has reset. She's calling from earlier the same night. Again and again, the loop repeats with different twists. Landline toys with reality in every scene. Indeed, with each replay, Kola gains clues. One loop he tries to rush home. In another, he follows the ringtone closely. The tension is relentless and increasingly surreal. Themes pile on thick. Marital love tested by supernatural forces. The horrors of war coming home. And the terrifying idea that technology itself can trap you in a deadly puzzle. Every phone call ratchets up the stakes. Kola's anguish and urgency ring true, literally, through the speakers. The film's turning point arrives when Kola confronts the cyclical nightmare head-on, making a final stand to break the loop. In the grisly finale, Landline asks, can love and determination overcome even time itself? With its harrowing Groundhog Day twist, Landline is a fever dream thriller that Nollywood fans won't soon forget. Just when you think reality has stretched the limits of suspense, Akuda plunges us even deeper, where family secrets, ancestral curses, and whispered betrayals turn every quiet moment into a ticking time bomb. In a seemingly peaceful Nigerian village, the Akuda family is respected, revered, and seen as pillars of the community. But beneath the smiles, the celebrations, and the quiet streets, a long-buried secret lies in wait. A secret that threatens to unravel everything they hold dear. When tragedy strikes unexpectedly, the balance of power, trust, and loyalty is shattered in an instant. Every whisper in the night, every shadow along the path, carries weight. From moonlit shrines to tense family feasts, Akuda thrives on atmosphere. The camera lingers on faces, etched with fear, hesitation, and suspicion. Odunlade Adekola and Ibrahim Itele Yekini lead a stellar cast, their performances breathing life into a story steeped in tension, culture, and raw emotion. Secrets begin to surface, like ghosts of the past. Debts, betrayals, and moral debts that demand repayment. A minor quarrel escalates into a dangerous game of loyalty and deception. Who can be trusted when old family wounds are reopened? Which alliances will hold, and which will crumble under the pressure of truth? Akuda isn't just a story about family. It's a story about the consequences of buried sins, the weight of ancestral judgment, and the price we pay for secrets. With each twist, the tension builds, pulling you deeper into a world where betrayal feels like a curse, and redemption is a distant, fragile hope. By the final scenes, viewers are left breathless. Will the Akuda family break free of their fateful cycle? Or are some shadows simply inescapable? Every scene asks, how far would you go to protect your family, your honor, and your soul? Which of these Nollywood gems had your heart pounding? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more gripping movie breakdowns every week. If you love these films, or just love a good scare, give us a thumbs up. Share this video with a friend and tell us which twist shocked you the most. Stay tuned for episode 5 next week, and thanks for watching. Subscribe now to our channel to catch every future episode. Like if you enjoyed the drama. Comment below with your favorite film of the week and why you can't wait to see it.